What if your job does require you to work very close to other people?
It can get very complicated if you're not watching for those warning signs. We call them speed bumps.
Occupational speed bumps. And that's what we want to do. We want to help your relationship when the hazards come up, slow down and be safe.
Okay, so speed bump number one, I call it occupation versus preoccupation.
Which means?
Well, there's no doubt that everyone has jobs that's relating to other people. But sometimes a person may get preoccupied with either a certain one or different things like that. And like Mike, I mean, he's doing a love scene with Anne Hathaway. I mean, a complicated issue. But if it's his job, it's one thing. But if he gets preoccupied with that and it becomes a necessity to him, even Courtney, I really, from what she did, she actually dropped her head during parts of the movie that she didn't want to even remember. That was a good thing because she wasn't going to get preoccupied.
And that is a great question for all of us to ask ourselves, no matter what the career is. Is it my occupation or am I starting to get preoccupied? Yeah. Okay, speed bump number two. If you're the spouse, am I focusing more on fears or concerns?
Okay, concerns are legitimate. They are normal, realistic things
Yes.
that do need to be discussed. Fears are more contrived or imagined that really maybe come out of insecurities or jealousy and need to be dealt with.
And let me tell you, I know firsthand about fears. There was a woman working with Mark who was very interested in him, and I had some concerns. But unlike Courtney, I didn't talk about them. They grew to where fears consumed me, and I finally had to have a conversation.
And that's why the third speed bump's important. It's either going to be a growing discussion or a growing distance.
And I've got a friend married to a doctor, and I loved what she said. She said, our growing conversations have been a journey. They started out halted, in fact, even ugly. Like Mike said, some knockdown drag-outs. But you've got to keep having the discussions so that you can have a healthy relationship.
Without discussion, the distance grows. And you know what? It makes you more vulnerable. Donna and I talked one of these through, and she gave me the gift of closeness. I might travel for a week or so away, but if we're emotionally, relationally, and physically close prior to that time, there's that sense of trust and closeness for me.
So you're not vulnerable.
Exactly. You know what? You will never regret putting your marriage and family first, even when it comes to those occupational hazards. You take care, and God bless.
Thank you.